It was the American supercar that promised to destroy Ferrari and Lamborghini. A car so radical, so ahead of its time, it looked like it belonged in a sci-fi movie. But instead of taking over the supercar world, it vanished. This is the story of the Vector W8, the hypercar that almost changed everything. Our story begins in the 1970s with a man named Gerald Weigert, a visionary engineer, designer, and entrepreneur with a bold mission: to create the first truly American hypercar. He didn't just want to compete with Ferrari and Lamborghini, he wanted to humiliate them. And he wasn't just dreaming. Weigert had a background in aerospace engineering, and he was obsessed with cutting-edge technology. He envisioned a car that would blend fighter jet aesthetics, aerospace materials, and raw American muscle. After years of development, the result was the Vector W8, a machine that looked more like a spacecraft than a road car. Its body was made of Kevlar and carbon fiber, materials used in bulletproof vests and F-1 cars. The chassis was made of aluminum honeycomb, lightweight, rigid, and straight out of fighter jet construction. The interior? More buttons and screens than a NASA control room. And forget traditional gauges. This thing had digital displays, toggle switches, and aircraft-style readouts. But the real insanity was under the hood. Powering the Vector W8 was a 6-liter twin-turbo V8, producing a claimed 625 horsepower, but that was just the official number. Behind the scenes, Weigert hinted that with higher boost levels, the engine could push over 1200 horsepower. That's Bugatti Veyron numbers 15 years before the Bugatti Veyron even existed. It had a 0 to 60 in just 3.9 seconds and a claimed 242 mph top speed. That would have made it the fastest production car in the world at the time. But there was just one problem. Building a hypercar isn't just about crazy numbers. It's about reliability, usability, and funding. And that's where the Vector started to fall apart. The car was insanely expensive, starting at $250,000 in the early 90s, which is over $500,000 in today's money. The 3-speed automatic transmission also struggled to handle the raw power, making it feel less like a supercar and more like a missile with a confused gearbox. And then there was reliability issues, overheating, electrical failures, and part shortages. Then came the final blow. In 1993, a company called Megatech, the same group that had just bought Lamborghini, took over Vector. Weigert was forced out of his own company, so production came to a halt, and only 17 customer cars were ever completed. Today, the Vector W8 is a rare collector's item, with auction prices soaring past $1 million. It never got the chance to challenge Ferrari and Lamborghini, but it remains one of the wildest and most ambitious supercars ever built. So what do you think? Was the Vector W8 a visionary machine ahead of its time, or just an overhyped failure?